This is Michael Mixerr. Today I will review Brotha Lynch Hung, The Virus. Yes, I'm going to be reviewing the Virus album by Brotha Lynch Hung. The Virus album is a more darker Brotha Lynch Hung album from a time when his career was twisting into a downward spiral. Brotha Lynch Hung was involved in the Kevin Mann vs. Black Market Records lawsuit in 2000 because he thought Ced Singleton was misleading him by lack of compensation, breach of contract, financial mismanagement, and music business politics at the time. He wanted to get away from the legal drama and create his Siccmade Madesicc label. Ced composed an album of Brotha Lynch Hung tracks from other projects without his consent, resulting in the Virus album in 2001. Ced did this because he thought Brotha Lynch Hung was taking too long to compose and release albums. The Virus is almost comparably dark, foreboding, and brooding as the Season of the Siccness album was. The Virus album was similar to Loaded in comparison to terms of production. At the very beginning of the album, Brotha Lynch Hung disses Black Market Records all over the track, on an annoyingly repetitive catchy drum beat over this low-quality production track called I'm Like. The track I'm Like is rather short. This track is too short to even enjoy. Never Rode With Me is a track that came off the 2006 Greedy soundtrack for the Black Market Films movie called Greedy, which came out in 2006. Brotha Lynch Hung, along with Siccmade, Madesicc, label mates ZOS, and Low-Key dissed Black Market Records all on the track. The sample used for this track is a slow, sultry soul ballad called Come With Me by Teddy Pendergrass, with the percussion sped up faster to an upbeat tempo. Never Rode With Me is the best track off the Virus album. You can feel a warped, negative, upbeat vibe when you listen to this track. Gotta Die Soon seems to have been an outtake from the Loaded album. In the mindset of a serial killer, one of us has to die soon. In the eyes of a serial killer, someone's gotta die soon. People have to die. No matter what, death is inevitable. A killer has gone on a rampant killing spree, killing people in sight. Most slayings by killing happen. Die Soon is very similar to the brooding, dark track Die One by One from the Loaded album from 1997. In My Cup is a freestyle featuring Siccmade affiliate Emo. In My Cup is very similar to On My Briefcase from the Loaded album. This freestyle called In My Cup is a 3-minute-long freestyle. Mindset of one of us is one of us has gotta die soon. One of us seems to be a leftover from the Loaded album. One of us is very similar to Gotta Die Soon, Die One by One, Did It, Raw Meat, Deep Down, and Naked Cheese. It's a rap track filled with horrorcore sounds and lurid details. Now Chica was a 3-minute freestyle. Siccmade, Madesicc, label mates Funk Beta, Tall Kanji, and Low-Key join in each spit of verse. The production sound is low in quality though. It's a Siccmade freestyle. This particular freestyle was on fires though. The Virus album was regarded as a cut-and-paste bootleg album composed by Ced Singleton for Black Market Records. The Virus album was regarded as a cut-and-paste bootleg album composed by Ced Singleton for Black Market Records. The Virus album is actually a legit retail album in the BMR music catalogs, despite what fans in Brotha Lynch Hung might say. Some of the tracks on this album, such as Never Rode With Me, Gotta Die Soon, One of Us, and Lay Low, all appear on other albums Brotha Lynch Hung has contributed to, which is why fans regard The Virus as a bootleg album. The Virus is almost comparatively dark, foreboding, and brooding as the Season of the Siccness album and the Loaded album was. Brotha Lynch Hung's raps are at average on this album rather than his Siccmade, Madesicc, Rip Gut Campbellism rap style he is reputedly known for by his hardcore fans inside his cult following with his legion of fans. The lyrical delivery of his is not the same on this album as it was on other albums in his music catalog, similar to Loaded, Lynch by Inch, Manable Lecter, Season of the Siccness, and 24 Deep. His raps are not the best on this album. The production aspect of this album was overshadowed by the lyrical content for this album. Production quality and sound quality were rather low on some tracks than usual. Sound quality and production quality is rather low, similar to the EBK4 album from 2000. Some tracks are rough draft demos, such as Tico, One of Us, I'm Like, Sick and High, Lay Low, and of course the bonus track, which is a Siccmade Madesicc freestyle. The production aspect is probably why fans overlooked this album in its prime. While the Virus album may not have been highly acclaimed, favored, or recommended by fans, the Virus album was very overlooked in its prime time of release. Many fans looked at the production aspect of the Virus album rather than the lyrical content and entertainment aspect. While the Virus album was overshadowed and overlooked for its time, the album has some tracks worth listening to, such as Never Rode With Me, One of Us, Modern Crimes Gotta Die Soon, and lay low. The Virus album does have its high points. The Virus album is an average Brotha Lynch Hung album at best, which can be considered to be as your typical run-of-the-mill Brotha Lynch Hung album.